Hey, welcome to the Cold Hard Facts Podcast, episode 352. I am DNA, the only one, the one, the only, of course. Back again, once again. I have two out of the three of my co-hosts with me here today. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot has happened. I think it's been a great week for hip hop as far as like everything. Like you heard a little bit of bad and a lot of great of good.
What's the
If
bad?
that makes any sense. Well, I want to get into the bad first, I guess. We don't have to go deep into it, but pause. But yeah, like DDG, he's that situation with him and
His baby
Halle
mom.
Bailey.
No,
Shut up.
let's not call her his baby mama. She deserves so much more than that. Yeah, that situation is unfortunate. I'm not finna run around and say that she's lying or she probably did some shit too, because she probably did. But because I mean, if you know what you know about Halle Bailey, you know that whole sweet girl, persona that she has is just a part of who she is. You know what I mean? It's not her entire personality. She's as crazy as a damn loon in real life. But that don't excuse nothing. You know what I mean? Because I'm not saying that women should be able to get away with shit like that, but it's wrong on both sides. So even if she did maybe put her hands on him in retaliation over him putting his hands on her or whatever, it's all wrong. So it's unfortunate, that they got to go through that because there's a kid involved. It's unfortunate, period, but there's a kid involved. So
yeah,
as a man, just be extra careful.
Mm-hmm. And here's another thing that I don't understand. I'm not going to get too deep into this subject because this ain't that type of podcast, but I never understood why. Like, I think it has a lot to do with women, and not just women, but saying like women in postpartum depression and how they change after they have a kid. But I always wondered why I ain't gonna say good relationships, but relationships fall apart after a kid is involved. I don't get that. Like,
I can't.
you can't speak to that.
I can't speak to that, but
He
I can
can't.
only
He can't either.
imagine.
He got kids he take care of, but they, for lack of a better term, they're not biologically his. So it's not like he can,
Yeah, I can't speak to that. I can only guess. So my guesses would be possibly the man not stepping up, or possibly like feeling like, okay, that a situation where they're like not married could also come into play. They could also like the postpartum thing could be. It could be to a point where a woman could get like, oh, you was ready to have a child with me, but you ain't ready to marry me. Like, what the fuck going on? Shit like that. I don't know.
Definitely be a part of it, but I don't know. It's just crazy, for every relationship that tends to sort of work out when a kid is involved. There's like 5 that don't. That's a terrible ratio. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm not one for I ain't gonna sit here because a lot of these niggas these days be talking about so y'all just gonna break up homes and this, that, and the third. And it's like, bro, like a lot of us come from broken homes, bro. Like it's really a choice at the end of the day. It's a choice. It ain't no biological inherited thing for you to be an ain't shit nigga or, not want to take care of your responsibilities. You know what I mean? That's a choice you make. You know what I'm saying? And sure, not taking care of the kid is the easy route. It is. Let's just keep it a stack. It is the easier route. You know what I'm saying? You don't you choose not to deal with it. You don't have to deal with it. You know what I mean? But if you laid your ass on that couch, on that bed, in that car, in that hotel, on that beach, wherever you was at where the child was conceived, that nigga, you low key have an obligation to take care of what's yours. Now I know niggas don't.
Right.
They don't. I come from that. You have an obligation because you did what you made the choice to do what you did in that space, and this is the result. Now, what
Yeah, for
capacity
sure.
that looks like is up to you. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you to be the bare minimum, nigga. You gotta
Right.
show up, however that look.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, I
And
ain't
then
trying to get too deep into that.
it's it's a lot of communication and action that comes behind that. Like, you can talk and talk and talk all day long, but you got to prove your actions. You feel me? So, like, it's a lot that takes on. Like, you can't. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I just heard so many quotes, and I done heard people, like, I can only speak to one person. This is a long time ago. I had a coworker that told me one day, like, honestly, if your ass don't want to take care of no child, you don't love yourself. You feel me? So I don't really know if that plays a part in it, but I kind of understood what the fuck he was saying when he
That's
said
an
that.
interesting.
You feel?
I've never heard that, but that's interesting.
Yeah, like, so
Hey
I was
man,
just
when we
like, yeah,
done, make sure you clip that part in so I can send it to somebody.
yeah. So I got you. But yeah,
Um,
man, like that shit. Yeah, it goes. That goes without saying though. Like for real. Like if like I can't like I ain't got to speak on. I don't feel like I feel like I want to speak on that in particular in full because of the simple fact that still a touchy situation because the what you, that whole the what was it called? It was some type of was it a lawsuit or something attached to that or something? I forget.
what?
Not a lawsuit, but harassment arrangement or something like that attached
Mm-hmm.
to it. Um
I just know that
uh
in their situation in particular, I think she got a restraining order on him or something
restraining,
like that.
yeah, the restraining order, yeah, that
And
Wow.
and she's also filing for sole custody of their son.
right, yeah, that's why I'm just like, dog, that's just like too much.
Yeah, that
And then
shit could be
another
worked out.
thing, so we can shift it off of that. We can shift to his music. Another thing I wanted to talk about with DGG is his music and the way he approaches like music as in a whole. Like
That dude is a content creator that just happens to make music. It's not the other way around.
exactly. It's like let me see. So in the beginning, he was just doing vlogs and stuff like that about his life. He had a whole like I think at one point it was him and his family. Uh and that's why it sold so low the way it did. I think at one point he was only getting 400. And then it got up to 100 and 100, not 100, but that 1,000 string 1,000, yeah, I think 1,000 streams in a week or
Mm-hmm.
something like that on like, and I'm just like, yeah, that's pretty damn low. But at the same time, it's like you pretty much made the album in 7 days, dog. Like what effort was
Exactly.
put into like, and you straight it is all on streaming for everybody to hear. So it's like everybody saw your process.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like it's damn near like you could have done this process and it just lived on the internet. You could just not even have put the album out, dog. Like on some like uh sort of like what Tory Lanez is doing now, but not really exactly because the way Tory Lanez did it, this was back in what 2020, 2021, where he was all on Twitch and he was making music as he goes along and everything. He was making a lot of music. And then he started out putting out Twitch tapes, which is like all his songs they recorded in that time frame. So since it was so long ago, we probably don't even remember or we can't even recover all those songs. And then but he in fortunate terms, he was able to, get somebody to mix and master and put them out himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he also got a bunch of songs that he recorded over the years that never saw the light of day. So that's what makes it so much better for Tory Lanez, and he's also independent. DDG is not independent, so he can't. He's got some type of deal with Epic, and I'm just like, this is why I say, like, it's some benefits to sign into a label, and it's not so many benefits in signing into a label, because he just got to completely, like, he's got to, like, they are repackaging some of his old projects. I'm looking at, like, they're doing the sped up version, the slowed down version, the Nightcore version. What the fuck is the Nightcore version? Okay.
Somebody
like,
white made up or something.
Yeah, bro. Like, they just, like, doing pretty much everything to push his music. So, like, I get it, and I get it, because his music is, like, I wouldn't say not good. It's like swag rap to me. It's not really, and then swag rap as in, like, okay, sort of like what the Baby sort of does, but not really. The Baby is actually talented. DDG is not all that talented. Like, he's, like, literally, he's also punching in also, but it's more of, like, off the top of the dome type shit.
Mm-hmm.
He just so fell into some money, and he can talk about what he does. So that's how I define swag rap.
Braggadocious.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, talking about what he got, what he doing, and what he drives. And
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I ain't never heard a single DDG song in my life.
Me neither.
I know he had that one song in like 2017 and 2018. What was it? Moonwalking in Calabasas or something?
Yeah.
I know that, but
that's the one
I've never heard that. Like, I've never
Yeah,
heard it. I probably heard it and just don't
remix,
remember it.
the remix went up because of Blueface. Blueface got on the remix, and that's what catapulted it even more. Yeah,
no.
Yeah, so
I've probably heard it and just don't remember, but I can't consciously tell you a single lyric or what the beat sound like.
You're right. No, of course not. Like, it's just more so like those type of guys don't last long. Like, those type of rappers do not last long, bro. Like, he's fortunate to know what the wave is, and he was the beginning. Like, on the low, he was doing what Casanat is doing now, and everybody that's, like, really, really known now. I think Silk had froze. I don't. Oh no, he didn't. It looked like he froze.
No.
He just had a froze face.
Yeah.
He must have been looking at something. But yeah, like, he did do a lot of stuff, and he's still young. He's still really, really young. So it's just some young shit that, like, he got his business in order, but not all the way. Like, he know what he's doing, but not all the way informed on how to do it to where he can do it all on his own.
All right.
So, but that just goes to show you, like everybody don't need to be rapping. Everybody don't need to be rapping, but it just so happened that, how much does this cost? This cost? Yeah, I can afford a few things and put this together and make sure that's all you got to do. And then I'll stream it. I'll stream the whole album. Like, yeah, they should have stayed on that streaming part that it shouldn't have been made into an album, dog. So, yeah. Like, no, for real, bro. Like, honestly, that's how it's just been, it looks in totality. Like, if you think about it, only one good song. No, it wasn't one. It was a couple good songs. Most of the songs that had features on it are solid to good. Like, if you look at that album, it said Blame the Chat. I think that's the name of the album.
Yep.
Just listen to every song that has a feature, and you will be able to pick your favorite songs off that. After that, DDG, I don't really like him rapping. Like, pretty much, I don't really like his rapping. So, I'm not gonna listen to that. I don't want to force myself either. So yeah. So yeah, moving on from that though. I'm gonna start. It's not clown DDG day.
That wasn't really clowning them. That was just a
Oh,
critique.
this is
Yeah. So it's pretty much being Joey Badass versus the West Coast, and yeah, it's a big timeline that I can go over, or we can just focus on the now so far.
I'd rather focus on the now. That's too much. That's too
Okay.
much.
so. The West Coast niggas, like, why is their strategy is always to jump them off? They
Because you're
always
supposed
Hold
to
jump.
on,
leave
time
the
out.
West Coast niggas alone.
What you mean by that?
Well, Joey
Okay,
called
so
out the West Coast. He called
Yes,
out the
he did.
whole West Coast.
But what you mean by their strategy is to jump a motherfucker?
it started off with one person. Okay, I
Right.
don't know who it was first. So it was Daylight. He responded.
Oh, I get what you
Joey
mean.
responded to Daylight. Then here
Okay.
come Ray Vaughn. He
Yeah, I
responded to
got.
Ray Vaughn. Now here come Reason. Like they just like they can't like pick certain. They can't pick certain matchups. Like it's more than one
I
nigga in New
think
York.
I think what's happening here is a direct, okay, not direct, but an indirect result of what happened with Kendrick and Drake last year. Kendrick Lamar, and I'm gonna say this with confidence, Kendrick Lamar single-handedly reinvigorated the West Coast last year. He did, because I'm not saying that they were in a state of staleness. I won't ever say that. It's just that with Kendrick having been quiet so long, right? And yeah, Ab Soul hadn't put out an album for a while. He had, you know, he put out albums in the last like couple years, but before that he hadn't put out nothing in a while. J Rock hadn't put nothing out in a while. Q hadn't put nothing out since 2019 up until, where this timeline ends up. And it's not, and a lot of, if we really think about it, there ain't really too many mainstream hip hop artists that are as big as those four outside of your legends, perhaps. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of talent in the West Coast, but a lot of them wasn't, you know, they weren't like as visible like they wanted to be until last year. Like, Kendrick literally single-handedly reinvigorated the West Coast to get back on their shit. You know what I mean? And I think that's why we hearing from them a lot more now, because it's like, okay, it's almost like a version of what happened after Outkast went to the Source Awards and said the South got something to say, and the next thing you know, all these Southern artists just kind of started popping up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He filled them with a confidence that they always had, but it's just now it's just like, okay, Dot just came and murked this nigga. Now we finna go at whoever, and then Joey Badass. I mean, you know his part. He randomly called out the West Coast after the Kendrick situation. Don't know the motivation behind that. Don't really care. I feel like he was just saying how he felt, and you know how the West Coast is. They don't play about each other.
yeah,
They got all that Bloods and Crips and bullshit out there. But they definitely don't play about each other. You know what I mean? So of course they finna come in droves whenever somebody talk shit on their name, especially after the spirit of hip hop in the West Coast has been reinvigorated within the last year or so. It's almost like, all right, it's like a newfound, like, okay, we finna go at that nigga. He want to talk shit about us, bet. Let's go over here.
yeah.
But I get what you're saying. Like, it seems like they jumping them, but I mean, and it's a lot of niggas from New York that could respond, but ain't too many dudes. And there's no disrespect to the left. This ain't no disrespect to the East Coast at all. But it ain't too many dudes out of New York that got a voice like Joey Badass do. And when I say a voice, I mean like a big following. You know what I'm saying? Outside of New York.
Yeah.
That's not a legend in this game. You know what I mean? I mean, unless y'all know somebody I don't. I mean, I wouldn't suggest that, he go get no. I ain't gonna say get no help, but I ain't gonna suggest that, somebody like Fabio Foreign says anything. Like, who the fuck is he? You know what I mean? Like, in that regard, you know what I mean? No disrespect to him. But I don't know who else. A Boogie the Hoodie, maybe. With the hoodie, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. One of y'all want to chime in? I feel like I'm just talking.
I don't know. I don't even know who to name from New York.
Exactly.
Yeah, they kind of
Griselda been having on lock, bro, for the past 3-4 years now.
Who's that? The West Coast?
Griselda had the West, not the West.
Yeah, I mean, you could say Griselda,
New York.
but we talking about the 5 boroughs of New York City. These niggas is from Buffalo. That's a whole different part of New York.
Yeah, but it's still a part.
You know this just like I do. There's New York State, and then there's New York City, which is a completely different entity.
Yeah.
They might as well, and like I said, they might as well not even be in the same area, to be honest with you. Like, Griselda has that sound because they're from New York, but they ain't from New York City. They from Buffalo.
Right.
So you can't really call. I mean, you could call on them, sure, like, but
they on another level.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like with the New York thing, I don't know if they at least I don't know who was gonna be pushed to the forefront outside of Joey Badass, because most of what we gotten from New York has been all ass. Like, fucking,
don't say all ass now.
Almost all of it.
It ain't what it used to be.
Right. I guess so. I guess it's not is what it used to be, because it seemed like they haven't really found their own style. I mean, unfortunately, we lost Pop Smoke, so that was gonna be like the biggest artist out of New York if Pop Smoke wasn't, didn't get murdered, So
they get
outside
Jim
of Pop
Jones up in
Smoke,
there.
man, nah,
He an old young nigga.
Jim Jones is damn near 50. Talking about he got motion. Something wrong with that. To me, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a nigga like him. I've been following.
I mean, everybody from New York that was popping had migrated to media.
Yeah,
like, they made their way to media, and that ain't nothing wrong with that though. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, we know what a birthplace of hip hop is, but
for sure,
it's almost like we did what we're supposed to do. So what that y'all doing it now? Like, that's how I'm taking it. Like, I'm not seeing a reason to, like, okay, like, pump your chest out as much, because Joey migrated himself into acting. Like, he wanted to act, he gonna act, bro. Like, and he still can spit. Joey can still spit. I never thought he couldn't spit.
For sure.
Couldn't ever spit. And if that was the only person, and they, like, ASAP Rocky went to fashion, bro. He ain't no rapper no more, at least not to my eyes. Like,
I ain't even gonna say fashion.
That's,
that nigga just, I don't really. What can you call ASAP Rocky? It's not like he's got. I mean, he had Valone, but that was not necessarily his. Like, I ain't even gonna say what he's doing is fashion. I think what he's doing is becoming. I mean, clearly he wants his hands in a lot of different things, not just music. He want to do acting. He want to walk. He want to do fashion. And when I say he want to do fashion, I mean he got a clothing line. Like, he wants to model. Let's just be honest. He wants to model. He wants to do acting. He wants to do music. He wants to put his hands in all these different things, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. But the thing that got you where you are
is music.
Is taking a back seat to everything, including his relationship with Rihanna. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that that's a factor in here. I'm just saying that that's a big part of this too. You know, because if you've noticed, the two of them and the two of them collectively haven't released music in a very long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And somebody was like, Rihanna just put a single out. Like, bro, she's in the damn movie. That's why she put a single out. She's in that movie. That's why. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that the only music we've got from Rihanna in the last almost 10 years is songs from soundtracks of movies she's in. You know what I mean? Except Black Panther. She wasn't in that. She wasn't in Black Panther. But she did do a single for that.
Right. Yeah, I mean...
No, I mean, look,
I
DNA, I'm going to just be honest with y'all, bro. Some people who do music, and y'all know this, at a point, especially somebody, I mean, more so on Rihanna's side, not necessarily on ASAP's side, but with a career as storied as Rihanna's, she low-key don't have to do music no more. Like, she really don't. You know what I mean? And then ASAP, I know, because I like him. I fuck with him just like y'all do. But when I said I don't think the album is coming out, that was really a joke. I feel like when he does put it out, whenever that is, it'll probably be the last thing he ever put out. Personally, that's just what I think. I don't think he wants to do music for real anymore. I don't think so. And I thought he would be reinvigorated after the random coming for Drake thing, but nah, I don't think his heart is in it for real no more.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
I like it's just unfortunate at this point because it's almost like if you think about it, he was hotter than he ever been. Well, not hotter than he's ever been, but he was hot to a point where around when testing came out. And it's like you just said fuck it and just lost all your steam and just said fuck it and went into everything else. Like in this same time that you're doing everything that you're doing, you could have just been giving us features at some point. Like just to keep yourself relevant. So I feel like he's just lost that. Like you go far into like at long last ATAP into testing. He was playing with different sounds, so I can say confidently like after that it's just like pretty much what else do you do? Almost like he probably had that in his mind. Like what else do you do? Creatively as far as rapping goes, because he was blending sounds. So, like, and when you get into that mode, it's almost like, yeah, you kind of bored with rap. In my method, is at least what I'm thinking. Like when you blend the sounds, because not too many people would even think to do that type of stuff. Like they are blending sounds, but it's not to like a great effect. So, I mean, I'm cool with him not rapping no more. I was already like, I was cool like after like, I know I'm not gonna get another album from him in no time soon. Like, it's cool, but I love A$AP Rocky, but it's almost like all right, cool. Don't give us nothing else. We already got your best shit.
Yeah. If your heart ain't in it, ain't no need of doing it.
Exactly.
You don't want to put out no bullshit.
For real. Because then we're going to look at you a different way.
Now this must be the animated movie. I don't understand why they making an animated version when you can just watch the TV show. Ugh.
Well,
What
what
you
show?
talking about?
Oh, fucking Avatar. If y'all didn't know, they just to briefly talk about it since I mentioned it, just to y'all too. Y'all know obviously the TV show. Then you got the Legend of Korra. Then you got the live action TV show on Netflix, and I think the second season is either dropping at the end of this year or sometime next year. Cool. But they got that. They got they making another cartoon with a new Avatar, and they got this animated movie coming out. Like, I don't get it. Like, why would you make an animated movie when you could just watch the show?
They trying to get it from every direction.
Yeah.
Greedy.
Unless they gonna tell a story that we don't know, which I doubt. But
Yeah.
Either way.
But yeah, back to this. So Joey Badass, he like pretty much like he pretty much just jumped out the window and just called out the West Coast, and
he ain't afraid.
we like, so after the past, so from the 13th all the way to now so far, we've gotten the Red Bull Spiral Freestyle, which was like a cipher with Big Sean, the Absol, and Joey Badass. People keep saying Big Sean is always caught in tough moments because something always go viral around him, and nobody pay attention to his verses.
I saw that.
And as a Big Sean fan, I have to say that's like part of my gripe why that last album didn't get as much attention as it was supposed to. And honestly, I still feel like he could have waited on that album, only because of the fact that like it was at the height of the Kendrick versus Drake thing. But at the same time, it's like, when else was you gonna drop it? Because we was like low key, we low key wanted it from you. So I have a love-hate relationship with that album. I haven't gone back to it since it came out. So
yeah, me neither.
Me personally, I ain't had no problem with his verse. I thought it was one of the best verses he spent in a while. So
yeah, it was good.
But I feel like it was old. I only feel like it was old because of that Kanye diss. Because I felt like maybe he possibly saved that verse because that grave digger part and all that was like years ago. Like that, because he was talking about, I want John Legend and Big Sean. These are the worst two people I've signed on my label, but I'm pretty sure he made a lot of money. He made a lot of money with both of them niggas. So I'm not trying to hear that bullshit.
Anyway.
Yeah,
but long story,
he's sick. That's it.
Yeah, but long story short, though, like I thought what everybody did was amazing on that. I also think everybody heard each other verse. I think that was rehearsed.
Probably.
I
don't know, man. You never really know, because when you really think about it, the art of freestyling, like actually coming off the dome with some cold shit, is a talent that not a lot of rappers have. They don't have it. A lot of times, it's like I found out in like 2009 and 2010, like when like they used to do the hip hop ciphers on BET. I found out a lot of those verses were written. It just ain't some shit you heard before, so it comes off as a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? But except who did a freestyle that was like an actual song? That was Wiz, I think. I think Wiz did like a freestyle, but the freestyle was a song that was already out or some shit like that. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Usually when rappers... okay, another culprit of this is Meek Mill. I don't know if y'all ever actually paid attention to the freestyles that Meek Mill used to do when he was in Philly, or like even the BET cipher, for example, somebody in the background is always repeating the end of a bar at the end.
Yep.
Like somebody's
Yeah.
always doing it in the background. Somebody.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Meaning that Meek Mill probably wrote these verses, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But they not like off the dome freestyles. I've seen off the dome freestyle. And that ain't it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could literally look at a nigga face when he off the dome freestyle and tell he's thinking about what to say next.
Yeah.
Even if it ain't like it could be like a sudden twitch or the way his eye might look.
Right.
Looking around the room.
Um.
Looking around the room. Something like trying
Mm-hmm.
to catch something.
But I could believe that they were rehearsed verses.
Right.
They just probably never were heard verses that they probably just wrote somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah. The after that, Ray Vaughn, he came out with what is it called again? Whole era.
Again,
Oh,
he was the first nigga on it. Like I know Daylight was the first person to like respond to the shit that Joey initially said, but Ray Vaughn came right after that. And you know, this is Ray Vaughn's second time responding to Joey Badass, and you came in the group chat like, oh, this shit is so fire, and I heard it, and I'm just like, nah, this is fire. It is, but it ain't all that. You know what I mean? Like, I think the best thing that song had going for it. I mean, he had some clever bars. He had some funny punchlines. He said some wild ass shit, which is good. But
yeah.
that song sounds more like a record that's supposed to be out, not
Right. Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm responding to Joey Bada.
Yeah.
I don't think that, and you know, a lot of people was like, "What are you coming in?" Like, nah, I don't think there's no malicious intent behind this. I think this is just some hip hop shit. And ain't nobody pissed at these niggas for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. This for sure just some hip hop shit.
Just some fun shit, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, now,
You think something go? You
Reason's
think
contribution
something?
is interesting.
You think Ray Vaughn gonna come with something today?
I don't know. I could see it, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you for sure.
Okay.
You know, this type of shit is unpredictable. I mean, you remember back when the Kendrick Drake shit was happening. Nobody could have predicted that dude would drop immediately following Drake dropping. Like, nobody could have predicted that shit. Like, because he had been silent for so long. It's just like, you know, so nobody can really tell you. I can't really tell you if he's going to respond today or not. He might. I thought he might have responded yesterday, you know,
Yeah.
but maybe not, you know.
Yeah.
Take your time.
But no, I know it sounded like I was saying Whole Air was a bad song. It's not. It's not at all. I just didn't think it was what DNA was hyping it up to be. He thought that shit was like, you would have thought that shit was ether the way that he was carrying on.
You got
Oh,
a
I just
little.
like the fact there was a West Coast bop. I just
No,
like
yeah. No, it was
it's
fire. On
bro,
that
like it's
regard, it was
something to be
fire.
played. It could have been played more than once. Like
For
I
sure.
don't like that. This records don't even get played more than once by me. Like more than twice or more than three times, depending on um like the beat and what if it's got a hook or not. It's depending on, and it's also depending on what you're saying. Like most diss records, they don't always have a hook. That one had a hook, but the
No, they
hook was
don't.
like semi in, and then get active, stop rapping, gain traction. That should have been the hook instead of what he ended up coming up with it with. So, yeah, I mean that's why I liked it so much. I think, and then also Ray Vaughn is like an up and comer. He's been signed to TDE for a long ass time, but at the same time, like just to come out to like right after the Spiral freestyle the day after, and it just oozed confidence, like confidence, and confidence is sometimes everything. You feel me? So and he got a lot of it. So that's why I liked it so much. But the finals, the next day by Joey Bada. Yeah, he put
I ain't
that.
lie, man. I know we talk about the internet be like, don't play with West Coast niggas, but don't play with no East Coast nigga that can actually rap. Like that's a different thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying West Coast niggas can't, but you forget. I know we talk a lot of shit about the music that's been coming out of New York in the last like 5, but nah, like when you got a nigga like Joey Badass whose whole aesthetic when it comes to rap is from that 90s era when New York was like the biggest thing in
Man,
rap.
your shit is
Like
skipping, dog.
you're not
Your
supposed
shit
to play with
is
nothing like that.
skip. Can you hear him?
No. Like,
okay. I ain't hear nothing you said, bro. Like it's skipping right now on your
glitched.
end. Yeah,
Great.
for sure.
No, but New York
it
nigga
good
that can actually spit, you know.
Is it good now?
So,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Somewhat. Yeah. You froze again. Goddamn.
Shit,
Okay.
tweaking.
Yeah, like Joey Badass. Yeah, he was rapper.
Yeah, he came back like, who was you talking to? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, dog. Exactly like what it is. Like he came right back. Like who the fuck is you talking to, dog?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Shit is crazy.
Is it good now?
But that, yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
I like
Now
the
what you
competition
would say?
aspect of it.
I was basically saying the same thing y'all just said, that you
Yeah.
can't, when you got rappers like Joey Badass who might be a rapper who came a little bit later but got that spirit of old school 90s hip hop from New York. You know what I'm saying? You don't play with nothing
Yeah,
like that. I'm talking about that super lyrical miracle shit that used to chart back in the day. So
yeah, for sure. And that was always Joey. Like that's how he came. He came in the game like that, bro.
exactly,
Like
and people forget.
and
Like that's the thing.
yeah,
Like when Joey Badass came out, he was a problem, and that was just because of the way he rapped. You know what I'm saying? He was a boom bap nigga in a era of what do we call 2010 to 2013 rap? What do we call that?
I don't remember, dog. Honestly,
I'm asking like right now, like what do we call it? Like what we got a name for it, because it was a very specific type of rap that they don't
blog
do no
era.
more. Huh?
I guess blog era. I don't.
Uh, no, I
Swag
wouldn't
rap.
call it swag rap. Let's just say that. Yeah, he came in a swag rap era. He came and was different, which is what you could
Right.
say for a lot of the people that's like huge right now, like Kendrick, Cole, Drake, uh, Wiz Khalifa, Wale. Like in the era of swag rap, like they were different. They've done swag rap. All of them have done it, but they were always different. Joey Badass never really did swag rap. He came in just wanting to do, you know,
Yeah.
90s boom bap.
Bars.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At 15.
Yeah, he was really young. I think he's damn. He's basically
He's
our
30 now.
age almost now.
He's 30.
Yeah, yeah. Like that's so crazy to me.
Yeah,
Oh
we
shit.
all getting
He about 2 or 3 years younger than us. So I'm about to be 32. You 32. You How old are you? 33? 32?
33.
33? 33.
33.
Yeah, so he about 2 or 3 years younger than us. So he about 30 now. So
Yeah,
Time flying, safe to say.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's really. like it just shows the testament of his time and shit, bro. I honestly like I was watching a clip from the Rory and Maul podcast this morning. They were saying that Maul said that was it Maul or Rory? I can't remember who, but they were saying like it was around Joey Badass at one time, and he was he reading Bow Wow plaques and how he was talking about how it can't be. It's so crazy that this man was a fan of Bow Wow.
Who,
And he's
Maul?
rapping like this. Maul said that.
Maul
he was
said
a fan
that
of
Joey
Bow Wow.
Badass was a fan of Bow Wow?
He was. He really was a fan of Bow Wow.
Wait, I'm a little confused. Who was a fan of Bow Wow?
Joey Badass.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Yeah, he said basically.
Just because, bro, man, let me tell you something, okay? You could be a fan of a nigga and not rap like them. You know what I mean? It's like, for example, I'm trying to think of somebody who don't rap like a big influence of theirs. Bro, Wiz Khalifa's favorite rapper was Cameron. You see, like,
right.
Wiz don't rap like Cameron.
Right, no. It's kind of hard to pull that off, dude. Like, it's kind of hard to pull that off.
Cam
that
got a very, very unique way that he raps.
Yeah, like, yeah.
That's what makes me fuck with Cam, because he has a very unique style of rap.
Yeah, definitely. That
was one thing I liked about Dipset. Yeah. That's one thing I've always liked about Dipset is that they all were different type of rappers.
Yeah.
But who else? J. Cole kind of raps like Nas, but his favorite rapper is Tupac. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, who else? Yeah, a lot of guys who are influenced by people don't necessarily rap like them. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that Joey Badass was necessarily influenced by Bow Wow, but let's just keep it a buck for real. We and I don't mean us, I mean just we black people, we tend to talk a lot of shit about Bow Wow as if this nigga wasn't 13 years old, having platinum records, selling out arenas and shit before the age of 16. You know what I mean? Like, that's not nothing to scoff at. That's not nothing to scoff at. I don't care if he was writing the raps or not. Like, that's not nothing to scoff at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't never go disrespectful.
I mean, you see,
and he's actually a good performer.
You see what he was just doing. You see what he was just doing with the Millennium Tour. Like, that shit was selling out. You know what I mean? Like, and he the headliner, well, co-headliner, but the headliner nonetheless. Like, and he, almost just doing it again.
Yeah, whether he go last or not, it's still his show.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah. Then Reason dropped the Dead
random.
Apple, which is
so random. And I'm not saying
I think it was.
I think it was. I think it was because what I mean outside of just purely competition purposes, what reason does Reason have to throw his hat in that ring?
Yeah, you skipping again.
See?
Oh, Reason ain't got no reason. It's just the spirit of competition.
Yeah. That is you good now. I think you can talk now. But the perfect reason is the reason why he I think he had said something because of the simple fact of he used his name in a bar.
Yeah, okay, he did.
Like he used his name in a bar. So once you do that, it's up. It's pretty much it's up. Like it's like if it ain't up, it's like if he don't say his name, then I don't think yeah.
All right.
But he was playing on the bar. He was playing on the dog scheme, if he don't play on that dog scheme and mention Reason and Top Dog and all that, then I don't think it was a reason to even say his name.
Yeah.
So it was like if you don't include that, I don't think it would. Like he could have went another direction, but I don't think it would have landed probably the same. It's probably
he got to be prepared because with a name like Reason, it's really easy to rhyme. So
yeah,
he got to be prepared.
Yeah, and he was. I like what he did with like he did the 3 beat switch. He added Mace to we not your little niggas, you know, like. He also he flipped he did the New York bitch. I'm from New York flip and made it into a West Coast bop, which is crazy. That's all he did was added the drums and different parts of the beat, which is cold. Which is cold, man. I like that Reason did that. Reason really, you know, he's using him for promotion too. Like
yeah. Get your name out there.
Yeah, you know, after the whole Top Dog bullshit, you know, I want my boy to win. So you know,
for sure.
that was a bold thing for him to do because I know how it look. I know how the optics of that look. It's like you get signed to this label that has a lot of success and a lot of talent, and it seemed like you the only person that can't get right. But we've all talked about how artists from Top Dog have had issues with releasing music within the last like few years, not really knowing why. SZA's been very vocal about it. Isaiah Rashad was vocal about it. Reason's been vocal about it. I think even like Ab Soul was vocal about some shit. You know what I mean? So the issues are there, but Reason was the first nigga to be like, you know what? Like I get what y'all trying to do, but I ain't trying to do that. That ain't me. So
yeah, man. All in all, I think this is a great time for hip hop.
mm-hmm.
Like, because it's like I ain't gonna lie, some like it's only May, but you know it's not a whole lot of great music out here as far that's been released. Like I haven't listened to somebody album came out this week. Rico Nasty. I had started to listen to it, but I haven't dove into Rico Nasty project. I'll do that this weekend, but so before the next episode, I have a review for y'all. But like right now, I've just been like so all over the place with everything else. So I was just like, nah.
It's a few people.
There ain't really
You ain't
much
know she dropped
outside of a few singles.
Rico Nasty,
yeah.
Couple old niggas, Exhibit and Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah,
I'm not listening to that, so you can have that. Yeah,
I didn't even know Exhibit dropped the album until yesterday. I had no clue. Cause I saw he did.
You listen to Snoop?
Skip it like a motherfucker.
You listen to Snoop?
No, I said I'm good on that, dog.
Oh,
I'm not listening.
Why not? You listen to T Grizzly?
Bro, like
I'm good on that.
You gave me Missionary.
Yeah.
I'm good on that too. Bro. I've been good on T Grizzly.
Yeah.
I've been good on
What
him.
about
it's not
you listen to Lido and Trip yet?
Lido. No, I haven't listened to that yet. It's only because of like the only reason why I haven't listened to that is because probably because I was like listening to R&B and I was listening to rap. I go back and forth to find what am I gonna get back into, because I thought I had enough of Life is Beautiful, but I haven't. I haven't had enough of that yet. So
that
I know that's
blows
gonna be
my
on my album of the year. Dog, it's not that I don't.
That still blows.
It's not that I hate.
And you know why?
Hate Larry June. It's not that I hate Larry June or anything. It's just that
I never said you hated him.
And
you just don't listen to
him. In the pocket. He just in a pocket where it's a lot of great rappers that's already in that pocket.
Yeah.
And I don't want to oversaturate myself with the same type of flows
Let me
and
tell you
the
something.
same type of pocket. It's like,
Let me tell you.
Damn, what's so hard to
let me tell you
understand?
something. Let me tell you something. It's a lot of rappers in that space, right? It's a lot of rappers in that space. Larry, one of the best. I'm just saying.
All right.
You know
I never said he wasn't, but I
never
heard
said that you said
a whole bunch of. I like I'm still listening to that Currency and Harry Fraud right now. Like I'm like dude, I already have my foot. Like you want me to fuck with the legendary? I want to fuck with the legendary guy first. I'm picking the legendary guy over the newer guy first all the time. I just can't do
disputing. I'm not disputing none of that. The only reason that it surprises me is because every time that we've ever told you to go check out a project of his, you've given us a variation of the I'm good thing. Like a variation of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's cool.
And it's just like, dog, like you.
That's because I gotta explain it every time.
No, you don't gotta explain.
But I told you the more clear,
you don't have to.
The most clearest version of I'm good on that.
No,
as I could, bro.
See, Martin is not here, so you don't have to do that. I am only saying it because you love Life is Beautiful so much. It's just like, dog, this is literally the. I'm finna leave.
It's like it's going in and out.
No, it's the
it's going in and out.
It's the perfect production.
Like I get it though.
To match what he do.
Yeah. See, like, and also 2 Chainz is never on Alchemist beats almost ever, bro.
Yeah.
A whole project of 2 Chainz on Alchemist, like, that's also this is what the fuck I've been telling niggas, like, jump outside of your box. You get with the same niggas on the same type of production. I'm not gonna really want to hear it all the time, dog. I just sit. Like 2 Chainz were over Alchemist production. 2 Chainz and Larry June over Alchemist production. That's jumping outside of the box. Like, why not jump outside of the box more than like you fuck with the same niggas, dog. I gotta hear you over this same shit all the time, dog. That shit get boring after a while, dog. It does. It really does. Surprise me. Give me some real ear candy, bro. Give me something that like surprises me, bro. Jump outside of your box. Now get out of your comfort zone. That's it. That's all I've been asking for years and years with these same niggas. Like T Grizzly, jump outside of your box. Stop getting with your same niggas that you always. Oh, I would love it if he announces me and Metro Boomin coming up soon. I would love that.
Yeah, you know, a lot of artists only.
I miss like good.
Oh man,
I miss like a good chunk of that whole thing.
Yeah, that's cool. You can watch it back.
No, I heard you. I just missed a good chunk of it.
Oh, okay.
The last thing I heard was something about him working with the same producers over and over again, and you need to step
out. Bro, that's what they do.
A lot of artists
jump out. They just work with the same niggas over and over.
Okay.
Because they too comfortable or complacent, and that's what. Do you think that's what the fans always want?
Nah, I say, but I think I understand that from 2 Chainz' perspective. But this is the reason why I've always wanted you to go and deep into Larry's discography, because while he works with the same producers, you know, the type of beats he picks is very eclectic. You know what I mean? One minute he doing some shit you think Spitter do, and then the next thing he'll do some shit you think Griselda do, and then he'll do some trap shit. So he's a very he got a lot of variety. You know what I mean? Yeah. He does the same things, but he switches it up like every now and then. Like that's why he got so many tapes with like a Alchemist or a Harry Fraud or a Cardo. Like he's very spaced out. He don't just do one type of rap. You know
Okay,
what I
you
mean?
gotta send me the one with Cardo there.
It's like
Send me the
4 of
one.
them. Which one you want?
Okay, the most recent one with Cardo.
Okay, I got you.
So yeah, but other it's like, yeah, that's basically what it is with me, bro. Like since the inception, since we've known T Grizzly, he's only worked with Detroit producers, his team, bro. And he's jumped outside of the box maybe once with Timberland, and that it wasn't all that great. Like, to me, at least. Like, yeah, like, who else? Like Jadakiss. I'm tired of his ass. You doing media now? Stick to media. Fat Joe, stick to media. Don't ever come out with an album ever again. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear Game. Like, only on features. I want to hear Game now. Like, literally, that's it.
Yeah,
I only want to hear Game on features, dog.
Oh man, they sorry.
I don't want to hear nothing else from you. Like, I don't want to hear nothing else from the niggas, dog. Nothing else.
They apologize.
It's not really that insane.
Oh man.
It's not really.
Game is at the point of me where I know why you're doing this. You can love it, or you can also be doing it because you need money. Because you facing you losing money right now. Like I see it. We ain't got to talk about it, but I see it. Like, you can love it also, but you also doing it because you need money right now. So it's at the point where like you need to shut the fuck up and just like change it to a different nigga for me to like even fuck with you now. Like,
God damn. So they need to shut the
crazy.
fuck up. Oh shit. Damn.
Yeah. It's fucked up, but it's true.
Oh man. They apologize, bro. Shit. So they need to shut the fuck up. I don't know what else
but to tell them niggas, but they need to do better. Just do better. Do better, man.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Nah, it's not.
For real.
It's not. What you saying is not that crazy to me, because I know how your mind works. You know, if you were anybody else, I'd be like, you wild as hell. But I know you, so it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I
don't want to hear nothing else from Rick Ross either. Good.
Why though? That one's a little bit more confusing to me.
Okay. Now at this point, like
after that last album, I would understand. I get it, but I want to hear like your why.
Okay, at this point now, it would have to be very strategic as far as what you're gonna do next. Like, for me to get me to even think about wanting to listen to it. Now, I would listen to another Rick Ross album, so it would have to be something on a Teflon Don type of level where he's like working with some people that he used to work with, like as far as Justice League. It's like a lot of people that want that from him now. And yes, we would love that from a full-length Justice League production type of album from Rick Ross. That's the only thing I will accept from him now. And that's because of like we've gotten the best work from Rick Ross also now too. We not gonna get any better than a full-length Justice League project now. That's the best you can give us at this point.
Yeah,
because it's not.
I agree. I think his prime years were really between 2010 and like 20. Originally I was gonna say 2015, but I really should say 2017 because That Rather You to Me was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I mean, Port of Miami really 2 is a good album. You know what I mean? So, but his like prime is like he got like a 7-year run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I can't do it anymore now. I'm good on that. I'm really good.
Yeah, no. After that last album, I forget the name of it, but I really forget the name of it right now. I listened
because it
to it
wasn't
quite a bit.
memorable. Nothing about.
No, I listened to some of the
nothing
songs
memorable
quite a
about it.
bit, but I can't remember the name of it right now. But it was okay. You know what I mean? Even I can admit that it was a dip for me, especially after Port of Miami too. Like, this is what you put out after that? Like,
yeah.
Then that random Drake diss just left a bad taste in my mouth. Like y'all got so many hits together. Like, what's the beef, my nigga? Like, I ain't understand it, but this is me going to look up the name of it because I can't remember it.
Yeah, I know.
Richer Than I Ever Been. That's the name of it. That's right. I don't know. I drew a blank.
That project didn't. It wasn't nothing rich
I drew
about
a blank.
that.
I drew a blank. It's just.
Yeah, I got you though. Nothing rich about that. T.I. too. I'm good on T.I. unless it's all DJ too.
It sound like he good on it himself. Shit. He don't care about rap no more.
It's been rumors that he last interview he did, he said he got 2 albums.
Oh wow.
He got 2 albums that he want to put out.
I like that last album he put out. I know you didn't like that much, but I did.
Shit.
Because you just talked about rappers having to step outside of their comfort zone. I think that last album he put out was him stepping outside of his comfort zone because there was a lot of songs on there that I had never really heard, like type of songs that I never heard from him. You know what I mean? And it was like it's like listening to Rolling Papers too. It's like different vibes. Like it's not just one thing. It's not just trap. It's like different shit that you do.
Okay.
That's why I liked it. But I feel you. I do.
All right.
You know, he was doing songs on that one with like 1 minute he got a song with 21, the next minute he on a song with Benny, the next minute he on the song with Conway, the next minute he on the song with Lil Baby. Like it was a lot of variety over that album. He even had his son, he even had the money on there, and that song was one of the best songs on there. So, that's just me though. I mean,
yeah, maybe I'll re-listen. Because at one point that was my favorite rapper. He stopped being my favorite rapper after he put that No Mercy bullshit out.
That wasn't his fault, and you know it.
I know.
Like,
I still had my allure for a T.I. album because he's put out since then he's put out Paper Trail, what was the
Paperwork?
What was the Trouble Man? Paperwork. Trouble Man. I think another one was good. That was good. It was another one that I really liked.
Okay, since No Mercy, he's put out Trouble Man, Paperwork, Dime Trap, which is underrated, and that Libra album that we was just talking about.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah.
Dime Trap is underrated. I didn't realize how good that album was till like pandemic time.
Okay. Something I gotta re-listen. I think I did like that. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
But no Mercy wasn't his fault, bro. Like he
just
he was supposed to put an album out. He got in trouble again and had to go in there again. And niggas was just like, just throw some shit together and put it out. There's some good songs on there, but the song with Drake being one of them. There's another. I can't think of the other song. It's another song on there that I like, but I can't think of it right now. I think it might be the one with Chris Brown. The one that Pharrell and the one that the Neptunes did. But other than that, I can't really remember too many songs from that right now.
All right. Okay. It is 12 o'clock. Let's see if anybody drops anything. As far as the people who are in beef.
No, I don't think anybody else has dropped. Did they drop? No, I don't think so.
Let's see.
Did you hear that song that Chainz dropped with Lil Yachty yet? I've been
Oh
meaning.
yeah,
I've been
yeah, that
meaning
was
to listen
good.
to it. I've been meaning to listen to it.
That was good. Yeah, I meant to talk about that. That was really good. I like that. I was unsure on how it was gonna sound because of the fact that it is Yachty, but it was good too. Good though.
Let's
Like it
not.
was a
Let's not.
sound.
Okay. Let's. I mean, we all know how we feel about Yachty, but let's not act like there ain't some good songs he done put out.
He got some good songs. It was just like I just wasn't sure on
What
like
vibe we
how
were
he
gonna
was
get?
gonna. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
get it.
But I still like rushed to it.
Who
I
else
still
dropped?
rushed to it because it was 2
What's
Chainz.
Buddy name? What's my boy from LA's name? AZ Chike. He dropped a single. I haven't heard it yet.
Yeah,
I
I
heard a
haven't heard it
snippet
yet
of it,
either.
but I haven't heard the whole song yet. Who
Yeah,
else dropped? I know. Obviously, I know Snoop Dogg dropped a album. I may or may not listen to it. I know Boss
definitely
Man
won't.
D-Lo and Gucci dropped the song. I didn't want to hear that. I saw a snippet of the From the Block part, From the Block YouTube performance of it, and I'm just like, I don't want to hear this. Like personally, and it ain't even Gucci. It's Boss Man D-Lo. Like I don't want to hear that, bro.
Yeah,
Cause he rapped the same on every song.
yeah.
I'm going to the store, about to pick up a pack of Kool-Aid. Like I don't want to hear that, bro. Like no offense, I just don't want to hear that. I guess K Camp dropped the deluxe of some project he put out. Um, I know Amine dropped. I know that. Amine,
yeah.
yeah, I know he dropped some.
I forgot that he had dropped.
I didn't even know Troy Ave was still rapping, but apparently he put some shit out.
I'm good.
I didn't know he was still rapping. That was a genuine shock to me. What else dropped? Rico Nasty dropped. I know Lotto dropped a single.
Yeah, that was alright. It wasn't all that.
Who else? That's about it, as far as I
The
know.
women are gonna like the Lotto joint.
Of course they will. That's about as far as I know on the rap side. On the R&B side, ain't really much going on. I know that Mariah the Scientist song is going crazy right now.
I ain't like it.
He said,
I don't even
I
like
like how
her as
you
a
just
singer.
said that like on the sneak. Like, I ain't really like it, but
I don't really like her as a singer anyway. So
I know Giveon dropped a song. I've been waiting to listen to that. I don't know
out of
if any of
where
y'all heard it, but I know he dropped a song. I know Blast dropped a song.
he got the little EP.
Oh yeah, he did. I know Kali Uchis dropped the album was it last week? I
Mm-hmm.
haven't heard it yet, but I downloaded it, so I do plan to check it out. I finally heard Coco Jones' album.
Okay, what you think of
I
that?
thought it was good. Like I wasn't necessarily expecting anything groundbreaking from her, but I expected good R&B, which I got. So I ain't
Yeah.
disappointed. I gave it like a 7. It was good. She's an amazing singer. You know what I mean? That's not me saying she's not an amazing singer. It was a good album. I liked it.
Yeah.
I
Her
know.
tone is different from the rest of the the rest of the R&B girls. Most of the R&B girls today, they got the same. They sing in the
Mm-hmm.
same tone. They sing in the same tone, same keys. Like
Yeah.
so, she stand out more because she a little different.
I know.
Dang, now you skipping. That's
I
crazy.
know. I know Jacob Lattimore randomly dropped the album after so long.
Yeah, I still got to get
I
to it.
haven't heard that yet, but no offense, but at least it's not me now.
Oh
I
man,
didn't even know Roy Woods dropped some shit like what was it last month? Didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either until you just told me.
I always thought he was a rapper.
From with a name like that, I thought he was a rapper at first too.
Um, Let me see. I ain't got nothing else. I don't know if y'all want to talk about the shit that's going on with Sean Combs. I don't know if y'all want to touch on that.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, no,
No,
because
sir.
that shit was just disturbing. I was disgusted. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't got
Pray,
nothing else unless y'all
yeah,
do.
pray,
Yeah, but
Like y'all know something I
yeah,
prayers
don't.
for
uh,
prayers for Tory Lanez. You know,
your stuff is skipping.
Oh
man.
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Tory Lanez got his ass
Yeah.
fucked up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez. Oh yeah. Yeah. Prayers go out to Tory Lanez. I hope he can get out some way, like in
Yeah.
some way, somehow. I don't know.
Man, look,
He clear.
all
He
I'm gonna say
clearly
is
not.
this here, and that's it. He get poked up, and then somebody come out the woodwork on the internet saying that there's been new evidence submitted that Meg's former best friend is the one who shot her and not Tory Lanez. And it's just like, dog, all I'm gonna say is this here. If Tory been running around talking about he's so innocent, right? No slight to him. I'm saying if he running around here talking about he's so innocent, how come he didn't just say that? Like, what exactly are you protecting? You know what I mean?
I think it has something to do with the fact that um they probably would have gave either the same amount of years or I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, honestly.
I ain't gonna lie
I
to
don't.
you, DNA. If I knew for a fact that a motherfucker shot a motherfucker and I got blamed for it, boy, I'm singing like a canary. I ain't gonna lie. You ain't finna put that on me.
Yeah.
And no, that bitch shot her in the feet. I didn't do that. It was her.
Hmm.
So, nah, but motherfuckers been on the internet talking about they wish he would have died and shit like that. And it's just like I understand y'all
That's
mad at
crazy.
him because of this whole situation, but that don't mean the nigga gotta die now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ugh.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to see the Thunderbolts today.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's what's
I'm
up.
surprised you didn't watch it on
Yeah, I know, right?
that site I sent you.
I could, but like literally, I want to say, what was this? What was this? What
Nah,
day
you
is
know
it?
what? I think it's
This
better for you
had
to
to
go.
be.
I think it's better for you to go to the show because I think the version that's on this site doesn't have the post credit scene.
Okay. Yeah. So.
I ain't gonna tell you what happened. But
Okay. Uh. Yeah. The main reason why I was gonna go anyway, but now I'm going with the family. So.
no, okay, yeah, that's a nice little family outing. Speaking of movies, Sinners is back in IMAX for 1 week.
Mm,
But only the 70 millimeter shows. So they ain't nothing in Chicago, so that's not us. Um,
right.
but it's back in IMAX for a week, and I think it's back at number one at the box office now.
Mm.
Which is crazy.
Not to me. The demand for the IMAX show was too high.
Mm,
I don't know, man. I don't know if y'all saw it, but
no,
right
I
before the
haven't.
movie came out, no, I'm saying right before the movie came out, Ryan Coogler had put out a video about different film formats and how he shot the movie, and that was actually, and the way he described it was very interesting. It made me want to see the movie even more. I was gonna go see it anyway, but it made me want to check it out even more just for the technical aspect, not just the movie itself. So that gave it a lot of traction, and the demand was so high that they was like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna put it out for another week, see what it do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got to check that out sometime. DNA is really good.
Yeah. I will. I will. For sure. Uh. Yeah. I know y'all know next week we do got to go to that award show.
What day is that again? Saturday, right?
That's Saturday, the 24th. I think it will be. So, yeah.
Okay, hold on, because I think I don't think I got nothing going on that day because something was supposed to happen. We'll talk about that later.
Also, what else I got? Oh, the third episode of the Open Confessions is out. It's on the IG page. Y'all go watch that if y'all haven't watched it. Go watch it. That was really, I think,
okay. Now
one of
I'll
my
be
best
available.
ones.
I should be available for that. Yeah.
One of the best ones. Because like I said, I wasn't thinking about interviews. I'm starting up interviews again in June. So reach out if I haven't reached out already. And yeah, that's our show.
I'm just waiting for, like, no offense, but I'm just waiting for my episode. I know it's gonna be.
I know, nigga. I know. I might have to re-record y'all's again. I already do re-record y'all's, but I gotta probably do it again, and I'm probably gonna literally probably do it after we get off of here. But I'm not 100% sure yet because like I said, I'm working on bullet points. I'm not really writing anything down. But yeah, that's like the only one I have to redo. So if I have to redo it, I don't know for sure, but yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's our show. And yeah, we out.